You've all heard of PPE, but I want to explain what it means. And it stands for personal, as in it's your own, protection to keep you safe, equipment, stuff, basically. So there's various bits, and actually one bit everyone forgets, everyone remembers the mask, we'll come to that later. But the most important bit of PPE is this, or that. So the most important thing to protect you and me is to remember to wash your hands. So, and you can use nice old-fashioned soap or fancy liquid soap, but whenever you can, wash your hands. The other thing to remember is not to do this too much if you can help it. I've just done it, I've touched my face. Now, if you do touch your face, it's a good idea to wash your hands afterwards. Now, some people are using this stuff, which is the alcohol. But actually, you don't need that if you can use soap and water. So we're happy on washing our hands. And do we all know the song we're supposed to do when we wash our hands? Happy birthday you can do, but actually the thing is to make sure you spend time washing your hands. It's not just putting it under the water. It's getting lots of soap and lather on your hands and then washing between your thumbs and your fingers and the backs. There are some little pictures that you can see, but it's also doing it sometimes even going, wash your hands with water, do it again, do it twice. And then dry your hands. It's just as important to dry your hands. And that will kill the virus on your hands. So that's the first bit of personal protection. And actually you should do that before you do your other things. So now we move to the masks. Now everyone's worried about masks. And actually it doesn't matter what you use as a mask. So I've got some various things. I've got a silk scarf. So you can just wear a silk scarf. Or you can wear a bandana or a snood. But the thing that's important is to cover your nose and your mouth. So, or what I like are these, where you can make your own masks and you can make them how you want them to look. Now, the important thing also with a mask is hold them from behind. If you've got one with the straps, don't touch the front. Don't do that. And you put them on. If you look at Ashley, is it? She's wearing her mask properly. Now, you see some people doing this. Don't do this with your mask, because this, you're not covering your nose. And I'll explain later why it's important to keep your nose and mouth covered. So we cover our nose. So Harriet's got it right, and Ashley's got it right. And the thing is, when we've got our mask on, try not to touch. Try and put it on and try not to touch it. If you do this, then you need to do this with some alcohol. Clean your hands. And perfect. Someone's washing their hand. Harriet's washing her hands nicely. And let's have a look. Oh, Steve's going to put, no, Sean's going to put a mask on. He's got a fancy mask. Now, I brought some other masks to show you. So at the surgery, I would use these masks on myself, but you don't need to. These ones, once I've used it, I need to throw it away. With this mask, it can go in the washing machine. So when I get home, I can put it in the washing machine and then put another one, get another one. And look, I've got another one of those. I've got a nice pretty one. I don't like those because they're hard to put on and hard to take off. If you want disposable ones, try and get ones with the loops. Yes, so you've got some of those, but actually you could use these ones. I brought a different one. Now, you don't necessarily need one of these fancy ones. And actually, These shows how much I haven't used these ones. I know you have to face them. These are the ones you might see used in the clinics. And actually, they are the problem with these. It's difficult to breathe with one of these ones on. So actually, unless you've got COVID, I would recommend not using the ones with the filter. Use one of these or one of these, the surgical mask or the homemade cloth one. Because with this, if you're wearing it for some time, you're going to feel uncomfortable and start fiddling with it. So don't leave that for the doctors. I don't wear these at the surgery. I wear this at the surgery because I find these are too uncomfortable. And the only time I would put that on is if you had a high fever and were coughing. And then I might wear one of these. But you don't need to. You can wear this, or that. So is everyone happy with masks? Now that I've touched the mask, I better show that I'm washing my hands.